Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin and I'm the author of Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love. I'm also the author of Twin Flame Union, 7 Keys to a Healthy Twin Flame Journey. All of my books are available in paperback, Kindle, and Audible books. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. I do readings, 30, 60, and 90-minute readings, twin flame, romance, general readings, life path and purpose. You can book that at my website, michellefondinauthor.com. Welcome to my series on Twin Flame Union, the 7 Keys to a Healthy Twin Flame Journey, based on this book right here. And yes, we have reached the 7th key, the key to integration. Oh my goodness, we've made it. Finally, we've made it here. And if you haven't been following along with this series, I'm gonna post the playlist right here so that after this video, you can go back and listen to the entire playlist for all 7 keys of Twin Flame Union. So if you have not yet read this book, do pick up a copy on Audible, Kindle, or in paperback so that you can follow along as you move through this series. Now, an adjacent series to the 7 keys is the 7 chakras series, which I just finished last week. If you're viewing this on July 24th, 2023, I just finished it. There is a playlist for the chakras for twin flames, and I'll post that playlist right up here. So the key to integration, you might be wondering what that means. What that means is, from what I understand, and of course, I don't know everything about the twin flame journey, and I must emphasize that. Let's go back to reality for just a minute, okay? In all of my twin flame videos, I do not claim to know everything about the twin flame journey. I know my own experience since 2018, and I also know experiences of other twin flames that I've coached. I've coached twin flames for the last 4 years to 4.5 years, and I know their experiences. And then in addition to that, in addition to my experience and the experiences of the twin flames that I've coached, I also get angelic guidance and messages for twin flames in the twin flame collective. So other than that, I don't know anything outside of that area of expertise that I have, which isn't a lot. It's some, but it's not a lot. And I just want to start with that because I really believe that so many twin flames, twin flame coaches, twin flame YouTubers claim to know everything about the twin flame journey, and you can't possibly know everything that there is to know. It's just impossible because most of us haven't gone through it for long enough to really fully understand all of the facets of the twin flame journey. So the key to integration came to me personally on a very personal level because I experienced integration of the souls with my twin flame soul, which is such a bizarre and ethereal thing. And I can't pretend to understand how or why. So I just know it happened because I felt it. So it happened twice. It happened a first time in 2019. And it happened a second time in 2022, around the same time frame. It was around the spring equinox on both ends. It's very strange. But in 2019, and I tell this in my twin flame book called Twin Flame Romance, and I also talk about it in my Twin Flame Bootcamp #1, is that it happened in 2019 on the spring equinox, and I felt like my twin flame soul was inside of my personal body. And not that my soul left the body, it's just that I felt my twin flame soul on the inside as well as my soul. And so it wasn't really an explanation there for me because I had only been on the twin flame journey for like 6 months, so I didn't really understand what was happening. What I did understand was that I had a tremendous amount of peace when this happened. And then when it happened again in 2022, around the same time, I think it was April, so it was right after the spring equinox, I felt it again, but it was even more intense. What I have heard and what I have understood about the twin flame journey is that if you recognize that you are a twin flame in this lifetime, because it's the only lifetime I know we have together, you and I, if you recognize that you are a twin flame in this lifetime and you have this recognition, you know your twin flame, you recognize them as your twin flame, if you know this to be your journey in this lifetime, then chances are you are ready to integrate back into one soul, because twin flames opt before they are born to split the soul into two. And what I do explain in this book is that the guidance that I have received is that it's not half and half. It's not that you split your soul in half. It's that it is split into two wholes. So it's almost like a hologram. It's like split into two wholes. So the soul is split in two, but it still contains all of the information from the soul on both sides in both bodies. It sounds so incredibly strange to me, but that is what I have received as far as guidance. So it's not like you're missing half of your soul, even though you kind of are missing half of your soul, but you have your whole soul, and your twin flame has the whole soul that belongs to both of you. But when you have the reintegration, it's just that the soul is coming back into unity, so that the next time that you incarnate, you shall incarnate as one integrated soul. And again, I know this sounds totally nutso crazy, but that is what I have felt, that is what I've heard, and that is the guidance that I've been given. Whether it's true or not, I have no idea. But what I do know is that I had a really bizarre experience 2 times about soul integration. And what happened once this soul integration occurred was feeling this sense of complete peacefulness, complete wholeness, complete integration, in the sense that there was no longing for my twin flame. There was no wanting my twin flame. It wasn't like it was missing. It felt just amazing to have this integrative experience of unity. And again, it is something so beyond the physical that I can't begin to explain it. If you've never experienced this yet, then you will have to go ahead and experience it for yourself. But as long as you have felt an inner tug towards your twin flame with this feeling that something's actually missing here, that I need my twin flame, I need my other half, I need this to happen, it's this sense of lack of not already being whole. And nothing could be further from the truth, because you are already whole. Whole, W-H-O-L-E, whole. It's not like there is a hole in your soul. It's you are already whole. You are already feeling complete as a person. And when your soul is ready to reintegrate with the other piece of your soul that is also whole, which is in your twin flame, then it will happen. Now, the ultimate integration does not happen until you both depart from Earth, because you still need to live out experiences on this earth with what you have been given. And your twin flame still has to live out experiences on this earth with what they have been given. Like homework, right? That's what I always call it. I always call it homework. Like, you haven't completed your homework yet. If this sounds confusing, it's because it really is confusing to the human mind, because it doesn't make a lot of sense to the logical human mind. However, this is what happens in the seventh key, the key to integration. Now, it may be that what I experienced twice was a sneak peek into what will ultimately happen when I exit this earth and when my twin flame exits this earth. It was a sneak peek into that reintegration of the soul. The other thing that I want to say about this experience of the key to integration is that you might not feel the need after that to be in some sort of physical 3D reunion with your twin because of that sense of peace that has overcome you. And I know that for those of you that have not yet experienced this, it can come as a shock and it might make you upset and angry about this. And it's because on a human level, there is this desire to be with your twin flame on a physical level. Now, that may still happen if you sense this integration of the souls. It may still happen just because after that happens, it just may be easier to live out the rest of your life with your twin flame physically. And so because of that ease, it just might be a natural thing that happens and a natural thing that comes together. But what you may feel, if you feel this soul integration, is that it's not necessary. It might be a nice to have, but it might not feel necessary. And that's really what happened with me. While I felt like this could be cool, this could be a nice to have, to be in a 3D physical relationship with my twin flame, I felt inside of me that it doesn't need to happen. It might be a bonus, icing on the cake. But I felt in those moments, especially the one in 2022, I felt in those moments that, oh, we are already complete as one. And so it just doesn't necessarily need to happen. I feel this sense of peacefulness in my soul either way. And I know that if it needs to happen naturally in the 3D, then it will, but it doesn't have to happen. Like, I wouldn't be feeling less of a person if it didn't happen. And of course, every twin flame couple is very different. The trajectory is different. The path they have chosen is different. And in the end, it may be necessary for you as a twin flame to come together physically in the 3D in a relationship with your twin flame in order to fulfill that commitment that you've made to each other through the soul contract, in order to fulfill that commitment that you've made to each other to integrate the souls together now and by the end of life, in order to reintegrate as one, so that then you can continue on your journey as a soul, as one united, solid front, I guess, and no longer have to incarnate into two separate bodies. I know all this sounds so weird, and I'll tell you, the experience of integration is very weird as well. It was out of this world bizarre. I'll just say it right there. And I'm a really spiritual person. I'm pretty open for the most part, but it was a very strange experience. The question you might be asking is, does my twin flame feel soul integration? Does my twin flame feel this experience as well? I don't know. It just depends on whether or not your twin flame is awake enough to feel that experience. I'm not sure if mine has. I have not yet had the time or courage or strength or fortitude to ask. But I feel like if he's ready to have a conversation such as that one, he'll come to me with that conversation, because it's something that's so incredibly bizarre. You don't want to present that to your twin flame if they're not ready to hear something like that, right? So that is the key to integration. I hope it helps you to understand a little bit more about your twin flame journey and the end goal of the twin flame journey, which is very different perhaps than the end goal that you started with in meeting your twin flame. But really, that's the end goal. From what I have heard and seen and felt, that's the end goal, is the integration of the souls. If you want to find out more, please do get this book, because there's an entire chapter on the key to integration. And you can also check out my twin flame boot camps. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. Thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with other twin flames. And thank you so much for your support of my YouTube channel. You can buy one of my 10 published books. You can join a bootcamp meditation course, group coaching. All the links are below. And I will see you in the next video.